Right now at 10, it's a crisis facing many rural communities. Wisconsin lawmakers' latest plan to solve EMS staffing.
And a win for environmental advocates. The Wisconsin Supreme Court decision that has French Island officials celebrating.
Plus, the city drying up after downpours left La Crosse streets underwater.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. The area is indeed continuing to dry out after hours of relentless rain. This is what West Avenue in La Crosse looked like earlier, drivers navigating down submerged streets. At one point, police had to send out an alert asking people to avoid flooded streets.
One thing we really appreciate is when people don't drive through during the flood, because not only is it damaging to their cars, but it also pushes water up against our houses and into our garages and causes damage to our property too.
And in these scenarios, a quick reminder from officials to drive around flooded areas to avoid getting stuck.
Well, a good amount of rain today, and it looks like we're going to have more of the same coming tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that, Greg.
Well, some areas got a good amount of rain. A lot of areas didn't see hardly anything, too. To give you an idea how narrow this band of precipitation was, most of the area didn't see much of any precipitation, but just a very small corridor just south of Mound Prairie to La Crosse. That little area picked up 1.5 to 2.5 inches. We had 1.8 here at the station, but if you go to the airport, 0.08. So you can see it's a very narrow area. Most of the area remained pretty much dry with a few sprinkles here and there. Right now we're seeing temperatures in the mid 70s to upper 60s. Cloud cover is starting to increase, but there is clearing skies as you go further north. We're not going to see amount of precipitation right now overnight. Cloud cover will increase through the morning. Right now, the morning commute, for the most part, I think looks dry. There could be a few showers out there, but it's nothing going to be like we saw over La Crosse today or any other area. It's just cloud cover increasing 60 up to the north, and then we'll start seeing a little bit more of the shower chance start to increase towards the morning. It doesn't look like it picks up more towards late morning, and then in the afternoon time frame, more clouds, so 72 at the midday point, and then Eau Claire. Really going to be cool conditions up there with only getting up to 69. Now the shower and thunderstorm chance starts to increase more towards the noon hour also. Most of it will probably stay west of the river through the morning, but we do have potential for heavy rain all the way through Thursday. We have several rounds to go. We'll break all that down and then show you when we might finally dry out a bit later.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
The man accused of abducting pregnant teen Sophia Franklin and crossing state lines is seeking to delay his July 11th federal trial in Arkansas. Gary Day is held in Wisconsin on a $2 million bond. He faces charges including enticement, transporting a minor for sexual activity, and child pornography. Prosecutors say he took Franklin, possibly pregnant with his child, from Wisconsin to Arkansas and Oregon. He also faces child abduction charges in Dodge County. His attorneys requested the delay, unopposed by prosecutors, prioritizing a fair trial over speedy trial rights.
A News 8 follow-up. Former UW-La Crosse Chancellor Joe Gao has a court date, June 22nd of 2026. Gao is suing the university after he was let go. University officials made the move after Gao admitted to making adult videos and books. He allegedly used university equipment. Gao wants his job and back pay.
The initial court appearance of Anas Vora, who is accused of scamming a La Crosse diocese official out of $86,000, has been adjourned to 2 p.m. tomorrow. Vora allegedly used fake identities claiming to be fraud investigators from U.S. Bank and Citizens Bank. He faces 2 felony charges, theft and money laundering. If convicted, he could face up to 10 years in prison and $25,000 in fines per charge. He is held on a $50,000 cash bond.
Your La Crosse home may be more valuable now. City assessors just reevaluated the city's properties. The last citywide evaluation was 2022. These reevaluations usually take place every 5 years, but city officials say La Crosse's assessed values were 83% of full market values. The State Department of Revenue requires values to be between 90 and 110%. Your new value, though, does not necessarily mean your property taxes go up. Minneapolis Federal Reserve President Neel Kashkari hosted a town hall in La Crosse today. He met with business leaders to discuss economic conditions in the city. And he says one of the biggest concerns in the area is the shortage of affordable housing.
One of the things that came up loud and clear here was the challenge of affordable housing, both for workers and for businesses who want to bring workers to this region. And then childcare comes up a lot, comes up here comes up everywhere. And so there are pockets here that are different than other regions, but I think overall the fundamentals are sound.
Kashkari says the town halls give the Fed a clearer picture of what's actually happening in the economy.
Well, new measures in the Wisconsin legislature aim to strengthen the state's EMS. Wisconsin's EMS is vital but struggling, especially with staffing shortages. Rural areas face greater challenges, relying on volunteers and dealing with longer transport times. To address this crisis, lawmakers propose new bills, including one to reimburse the high costs of initial EMS training.
Training is not free. The state needs to step forward and provide greater tuition assistance.
We can lower that barrier to entry. We're going to get more people in the door.
The bills would also increase certain ambulance service reimbursements and encourage smaller EMS systems to collaborate.
Viroqua residents tonight are urging City Council to reconsider plans for a beloved park's redesign. The city plans to replace the wooden playground over at Eckhart Park, locally known as Dragon Park. Community volunteers built it in the 1990s and want it left alone. The city's parks director says the aging equipment is no longer safe. Tonight during Common Council public comment, residents agreed the playground needs work, but the current designs here lack the heart that originally built it.
It's about a space that holds our children as they grow and develop into future stewards and leaders. Residents didn't say they wanted shiny new equipment or whatever is trending. They said they wanted trees, unique design, wood, not plastic, and spaces that capture the imagination.
Several residents called for a community-led group to choose the playground's design. City Council has not made any final decisions on the playground's future.
Dr. Corey Pompey, director of the UW-Madison Marching Band, guest conducted the lacrosse concert band during a rehearsal tonight at UWL. The American School Band Directors Association is hosting their regional conference in lacrosse. In partnership with the band, the association brought Dr. Pompey to serve as both guest conductor and keynote speaker.
I've only heard him for about 5 or 10 minutes, but in that amount of time, I can tell that it's a special group. And my understanding is that there are a lot of music educators in the group as well. So I'm looking forward to connecting with people that I haven't met yet.
The free public concert is set for tomorrow at 7 p.m. in Riverside Park or at the Logan High School Auditorium if there is rain. The La Crosse Public Library Board hosted an open house this evening to warmly welcome their new library director, Dawn Wachek. Wasek brings a wealth of experience to her new role, having previously served as the children's manager and deputy director at the La Crosse Public Library. She expressed her enthusiasm and excitement as she embarks on this new chapter as the library's director.
We have a wonderfully supportive library board. We have a great city council. The community itself is so supportive of libraries that it really made it an easy decision to apply for the role.
The event wrapped up at 7.
The Wisconsin Supreme Court has handed environmental advocates a big win. The DNR can keep requiring polluters to clean up toxic PFAS chemicals and other dangerous substances. The court ruling 5-2. In April, the city of La Crosse closed up the last well on French Island over PFAS contamination concerns. Campbell officials say this ruling ensures communities who have to rely on bottled water can keep getting that assistance.
It's the distance between the time when you discover contamination and the time when you can fully implement your long-term permanent solution.
Campbell, of course, contaminated with PFAS for the last 5 years. The town hopes to have its new municipal well up and running in 2 years. Governor Evers reacting to the Supreme Court ruling, stating in part, it's a great day for Wisconsinites and the work to protect and preserve our state's valuable natural resources for future generations.
Kids in Onalaska are learning the value of a dollar. Ultra Federal Credit Union is hosting free financial education camps for kids as young as 7. Today's Dollars and Cents camp teaches kids money history and basic spending concepts.
Today we're talking about some money basics, who's on money, counting money, understanding the importance of, putting together a spending plan, saving money, and thinking about the future. We feel it's never too early to start thinking about money, these essential life skills.
Camps continue through Thursday with sessions on budgeting, credit, and saving strategies.
Riverfest is just around the corner and the hunt for the famous medallion is now underway. Today's clue was, though Riverfest is La Crosse's pride, the medallion lies just outside. Not downtown, but still nearby, where trees and laughter meet the sky. The medallion's hidden within 10 miles of Riverside Park, not buried, and on public property. The hunt has been part of Riverfest traditions since the early 2000s. If you find it, you get 4 free buttons, koozies, $50 in food vouchers, and 10 free beverage tickets. Still ahead, President Trump's reaction after Israel and Iran tested the fragile ceasefire.
Plus, summer travel surges as the 4th of July nears. Millions expected at airports, with TSA bracing for record crowds and busy days.
When you're trying to remodel your bathroom and find that perfect look, seeing is believing. And when one of our comfort advisors visits your home to talk about bringing your vision to life, they'll come with all our products in our new showroom trailer. Discovering all the possibilities from the comfort of your home.
It's summertime, and the Ford lineup is ready to step into the spotlight. Lights, summer, action. Get great deals on your favorite Ford trucks. Then take advantage of the season. From the built Ford Tough F-150 to the 2024 North American Truck of the Year Super Duty. Your local Northland Ford dealers are rolling out the red carpet with exclusive deals on America's best-selling trucks. Get behind the wheel of a new Ford today. Don't wait. Last chance to get employee pricing plus more than $11,000 in total savings on a new 2025 F-150. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Summer's officially here, and Fleet Farm's ready to go with unbeatable outdoor deals. Stock up on 24 packs of Fleet Farm bottled water. On sale now, just 2 for $5. Get 20 pounds of Bear Mountain barbecue pellets for $7.99 a bag. And spruce up your yard with bags of Superior Weed and Feed for just $19.99. Whether you're grilling or chilling, get what you need at the best prices guaranteed this summer at Fleet Farm. And check out all our deals at fleetfarm.com.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
President Trump has arrived at the 2-day NATO summit after announcing a ceasefire between Israel and Iran yesterday.
The president remains optimistic about the ceasefire between the two countries. CBS News' Erica Brown has more from Washington.
President Trump was greeted by the King and Queen of the Netherlands Tuesday evening, all part of the NATO summit the president is attending this week in The Hague. The summit comes just one day after President Trump announced a ceasefire in the war between Israel and Iran. On Tuesday morning, as the president departed for the Netherlands, the ceasefire appeared to be on shaky ground. The president, using profanity, was visibly frustrated.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
The Israeli-Iranian conflict and the president's decision to dispatch targeted bombers to Iran's nuclear sites over the weekend are expected to be among the topics of discussion at the 2-day summit, along with Russia's war with Ukraine. Ahead of his arrival in Europe, the president posted a screenshot of a message from NATO's Secretary General congratulating him for decisive action in Iran, saying it was something no one else dared to do.
Here on Capitol Hill, the classified briefings that were intended to provide members of Congress with details about the U.S. strikes on Iran were delayed, frustrating Democrats. And we're told the Senate briefing has been pushed to Thursday so the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Defense can participate.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer slammed the delay.
There is a legal obligation for the administration to inform Congress about precisely what is happening. What are they afraid of?
The White House says the delay was due to new circumstances following positive developments in the Middle East. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
A new poll reveals Americans' thoughts on those U.S. strikes on Iran. According to CNN, Americans disapproving of the strikes 56% to 44%. 6 in 10 fear the strikes will increase the Iranian threat to the U.S. Stay with News 8 Now for the latest on the Iran-Israel conflict. You can track all the breaking developments on air and online at news8000.com.
The 4th of July holiday is quickly approaching, and the TSA is forecasting it to be a busy travel period. They expect over 18.5 million people to travel by air from Tuesday, July 1st through July 7th. The highest passenger volume is expected Sunday, July 6th, with approximately 2.9 million passengers screened. We will have more news ahead.
But first,
yeah, with all the heavy rain that we could see for the next couple days and what we already see, we do have some river issues to kind of spell out what we could see with that, along with what our temperatures look like and when we'll actually dry back out. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Enjoy Monday's 3-2-1 special. $3 off pizza, $2 off pasta, and $1 off our mouth-watering burgers. Plus $6 house margaritas. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Pittsburgh's ultra-advanced semi-transparent exterior stain and sealant in one can be applied to damp wood, allowing you to clean the surface and stain in one day. Get a gallon for $35.49 after rebate. Pittsburgh's Paramount is a premium exterior wood stain and sealant in one. It provides enhanced waterproofing protection and resists cracking and peeling for a durable finish. A gallon starts at $39.95 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward.
Or get 0% APR plus $2,600 total value on this Sierra 1500 model.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Taste a sweet strawberry, a Jolivet strawberry. Stop by Jolivet Family Farms Market today for some fresh Jolivet's homegrown strawberries. Available 7 days a week in the market. Check for availability. Jolivet's also features a large selection of fresh vegetables and homegrown produce. There is no sweeter strawberry in the world than a Jolivet strawberry. Only at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
You might say, Rochester, Minnesota. Really? We say yes. Really. Home of Minnesota's highest rated beer. Really. A booming live music scene. Really. One of the country's top rated speakeasies. Really. An oyster bar that farms its own exclusive oysters from the coast of Maine. Really. The perfect blend of big city experiences with small town convenience. This is Rochester, Minnesota. Really.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Enjoy Monday's 3-2-1 special. $3 off pizza, $2 off pasta, and $1 off our mouth-watering burgers. Plus $6 house margaritas. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Yeah, with all the rainfall that we have received for the last several days, and there'll probably be more coming too, we do have some river issues starting to creep up for some areas. Right now, just the yellow, Kickapoo, and black are expected to climb up to minor this weekend or just early next week. Now, that could change with more precipitation that we have going on, but just minor right now. The Mississippi's already started to rise a little bit due to other rainfall we've had in the past week. I would expect that to more rise, probably south of La Crosse, especially with what we saw central Wisconsin further south, but there is more coming further north towards the mouth of Mississippi, so that could change. But I think it will get to action not early next week or maybe mid next week, but expect some rises on that. And the bigger thing with all going on is those flashy creeks, the ones that quickly respond because of the rainfall. Those are the ones that can pose issues because they're really sudden. So we saw some of that yesterday over by Fort McCoy and Toma. Some of those creeks kind of went 3 to 4 feet quickly up because of the rainfall. That is something to keep in mind of as we go forward too. So overall, with the rivers going on right now, Black River, there's your warning going out all the way to Sunday. That's your amounts. We're expected to get into the minor stage. This actually continues all the way down to when it empties into the Mississippi River. And the Kickapoo, it extends all the way down too. It may take till about Sunday or Monday for Gays Mill to start seeing that. This doesn't take into account, once again, any precipitation we get over the next couple days, which will probably prolong this or maybe even put those crest amounts a little bit higher. So more to come on that with river levels. Looks like the morning, for the most part, I think will be dry. There will be some showers out. This may not depict as much as there will be. And there's still some question how soon it gets here. I think it'll be at least around noon. that we'll start seeing increasing showers and thunderstorms along a warm front. A lot of activity as you go further north. It does look to be very wet in the the afternoon hour, especially further north you go, but we might see a little bit of a break in the afternoon before we're going to watch maybe a line of showers and thunderstorms developing along I-90 and further south. That could sweep through the evening hour. Meanwhile, to Eau Claire up to Ladysmith, it looks to be wet pretty much all day, really. Pretty much moderate rainfall potentially there too. Towards the evening, there you see that line that comes right through too. So like we had Monday with that line that came through with some gusty winds, that could be a problem for late evening, probably after the evening commute. This all could change, but it does look wet, at least through about 10, 11 p.m. at night. And then I think we might see a break in the activity before more rain will come maybe by Thursday. But that looks to be fairly light right now, and still some questions how soon that will arrive too. Now going into Thursday, we might have more showers, thunderstorms developing along that system that's going to sweep a cold front through. Eventually by Thursday evening or Thursday night, that cold front will come through, so we could see another line of showers and thunderstorms come through. It does look, once we get to Thursday evening or late Thursday night, it's going to start drying out. Precipitation really goes away, and that sets up pretty good Friday conditions with probably more sun in the afternoon. But precipitation amounts, a lot of this area. Now, don't take this for heart that you're going to see 1 to 1.5 inches, but there could be pockets that get 2 to 3 depending on where these thunderstorms train. I think it's a better shot to see more widespread rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches further north because they're going to see more of the steadier rain or even moderate rain. It's a little bit more spotty as you go further south. But once again, stay tuned to all this activity going on. So definitely have your app ready because we could see some significant rainfall in some areas. Cooler tomorrow for most areas, although a little bit of sun in the afternoon. Could get some southern areas get up to the low 80s. Meanwhile, north of Eau Claire, you're struggling to get to the mid 60s with all the clouds and precipitation. Thursday, we see a little bit more sun, a little bit less steady precipitation. We should climb up into the 80s for some areas further south. And then Friday, we're actually looking fairly nice and seasonable. The weekend does look warm, humid, maybe not quite as much as we saw last weekend. And the cold front does come through some point Sunday. So stay tuned for more thunderstorms coming through there. And next week looks absolutely fabulous right now with really seasonal conditions, much lower humidity right now, at least the first half of the week.
Looks real good.
Yes.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. Coming up next in sports, shot clock stalemates, the WIAA making rulings for upcoming basketball seasons. Plus, one local woman has some high hopes for her fighting career after a golden finish down in South America. Jacob is next.
Farmers and rural homeowners, is it a pain to make time for Saturday trips to your town dump? Big Hook has a low-cost, convenient solution. Starting at less than $2 per day, we'll leave you a small dumpster and dump it monthly. Call Mike today.
A home you love. A business that endures. It takes your vision, your hard work, and your dedication to bring them to life. The right tools help. Case IH truly understands your vision and what you need to achieve it. That's why we build the equipment, the local dealer and service network, and the data and tech you want today and tomorrow. Because we don't just build our equipment to work. We build it to work for you.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
She's always had it. Pure ambition. An unbridled self-confidence that most people only dream of. You see it driving her, empowering her, and in time, you see it fueling her future. Perhaps even helping her blaze a new trail. All she needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the Universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities. Unlimited opportunity.
It's summertime, and the Ford lineup is ready to step into the spotlight. Lights, summer, action. Get great deals on your favorite Ford trucks. Then take advantage of the season. From the built Ford Tough F-150 to the 2024 North American Truck of the Year Super Duty, your local Northland Ford dealers are rolling out the red carpet with exclusive deals on America's best-selling trucks. Get behind the wheel of a new Ford today. Don't wait. Last chance to get employee pricing plus more than $11,000 in total savings on a new 2025 F-150. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Farmers and rural homeowners, is it a pain to make time for Saturday trips to your town dump? Big Hook has a low-cost, convenient solution. Starting at less than $2 per day, we'll leave you a small dumpster and dump it monthly. Call Mike today.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, just last week, one Holman graduate traveled all the way to Sao Paulo, Brazil to represent Team USA for the Global Association of Mixed Martial Arts World Championship, and she came back with the gold. Her name is Jada Harshman, and she is a budding star in the sport of mixed martial arts. Harshman graduated from Holman in 2022, and since then she has fallen in love with the sport. She began wrestling for the Vikings in 8th grade and now has her sights set on the big things ahead of her inside the cage.
I've never had something push me so much mentally and physically. But overall, like, it's creating me into a better person. It's teaching me discipline. It's teaching me to not only, love myself for myself, but also be able to teach other people too. Because I'm the youth coach here. I do kickboxing and jiu-jitsu.
She's hoping more kids from the area can endure the success she's seen already at just 20 years old. Jada won the senior division at 125 pounds down in Brazil, and she practices at Ironworks Training Center in Holman. Her coach and the owner of the facility, Nick Johnson, predicts Jada will be in the UFC in the next 3 years, and Jada can't wait to see what the future holds.
I definitely know I'm on my way there. It's just one step at a time. I may not know what a time is yet, but I tell myself it's just keep on being you, push yourself, learn as much as you can, grow as much as you can, and just be the best Jada I could be.
Harshman will make her pro debut on Saturday, September 13th at the Three Rivers Throwdown. She will be at the Omni Center in Onalaska. Today, the WIAA Advisory Council is shooting down the proposal of adding a shot clock before the recommendation could even be considered by the Board of Control meeting, which was scheduled for tomorrow. The debate over adding a shot clock here in the state has been going on for almost a decade, as it was first brought to the table in June of 2017. The NFHS says 31 states and Washington, D.C. will use shot clocks in some capacity by the start of the 26-27 season. Another potential change was that shot down was the current layout of 4 teams making the state tournament and moving it to 8 teams as Minnesota and Iowa do. Brewers looking to bounce back after a tough loss last night, and this is how you start it. 1 man on for Joey Ortiz, and he is going deep. 2-run shot puts Milwaukee in front. Later in the 4th, 2 on for Caleb Durbin. Durbin gets all of this pitch down the line and left into the second deck for a 3-run shot. Brewers lead by 5. Very next batter, it's Ortiz again, and for the second time today, he's going to take a light jog around the bases. Milwaukee goes back-to-back, and they would go on to win 9-3. Let's go to Copeland Park. Loggers 7-3 in their last 10 up against the Eau Claire Express tonight. Trouble in the first. The Express threatening. Quentin Coates at the plate. He's going to ground it through into right field. That'll score a run as Eau Claire takes an early lead. Second inning, same score, but the Express going to add another. Vidal Colon with a liner into right. Away team goes up 2. Loggers would get one back. Keedron Kinsey is going to sky one out to left field. That one is deep enough to score a run. Loggers within 1, but that's as close as it would get as the Express win big. 17-6 is your final. And it appears there might just be one season left of watching Aaron Rodgers on an NFL field. As earlier today on the Pat McAfee show, the 41-year-old said he's, quote, pretty sure this will be his final year, and that reason is the contract is just for one season. So that is the reason that he will just be there for 1 year. So pretty sure we'll see. Back to Jada though, guys. Like, very cool story.
Awesome. Yeah.
I wish I could have seen her in action today a little bit. But she's obviously resting after she won gold in front of thousands of people there. So.
But I mean, that's the idea, though. I mean, she's already back to youth coaching right after winning gold, so constantly at it.
She's got a great head on her shoulders.
I think she does.
The best Jada she can be.
She's gonna go far.
Yeah,
I can tell already.
For sure.
Thanks,
All right, more news right after this.
Is your relationship suffering from nagging bed aches? The all-new Sealy Posturepedic. Can you feel the support? That's the Precision Fit coils. They flex to your body, supporting you where you need it most.
Stop stressing, start sleeping with Slumberland's 365-night sleep guarantee.
You're thinking about new windows and doors. I've been thinking about new windows and doors for over 40 years. You're thinking about the best window at the best price. I'm thinking about the best window at the best price for you. The best quality, installed by professional installers at a fair price. If you're planning new windows and doors, you owe it to yourself to contact the Board Store Home Improvements for a prompt free estimate. You'll be glad you did. Contact us today.
When Arby's says euros, you say 2 for $7. Euros. 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 Louder. Arby's, we have the meat.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Get the freedom to save. Get $4,250 cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, $2,250 in trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar. For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Is snoring keeping you awake at night? Try the Temper Ergo Smart Base. It provides a holistic sleep experience and has snore response technology.
It works.
What?
You're gonna buy me this smart base.
Slumberland. Stop stressing, start sleeping.
As the weather gets hotter and hotter, Houston zoo animals are turning to the water to cool off.
Yeah, they better be. Taking a dip so deep, just the tippy top of this elephant's head is poking out. There's also this classic big cat with a big old block of ice and an anteater enjoying a nice summer shower.
To have that life, huh?
Yeah.
Just lounge around in the water all day.
Houston has a great zoo, but it is not something I'd like to go to during the heat of the summer.
No.
Like it's stifling, and you feel for those animals. Sometimes you don't see them because they're hiding in the shade or they're in water.
And rightfully so this time of year, for sure.
Yeah. Cute nonetheless, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Furnish your home with The Forest at Black River Furniture Outlet, Wisconsin's best priced furniture store. Browse cozy Amish rockers, customizable easy sofas made in Wisconsin, and stunning handmade dining sets in hickory, walnut, aspen, and barnwood. Shop pantries, counter bars, gun cabinets, and more. Style your space this season with our cabin rug collection. Multiple sizes available. Swing by the bed shed for rustic bedroom sets, bunk beds, and Amish-made office furniture. Family and veteran owned. Visit Black River Furniture Outlet this summer.
My wife urged me to get my ears checked, and I've done, like most people, everything possible to probably damage them. It's an easy process. It's an easy thing to do. It's free. Come in and get it checked. Mine is not perfect, but at least I know that I have to be a little more careful. You know, they've been doing this a long time, and they know what they're doing, so to have this available to us locally here, oh, they're fantastic. I would highly recommend them.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal, we can't wait to see you again at Culver's.
What makes us happy is making you happy. We want every meal to be filled with big bite moments.
Like the spoon moments.
And even get your hands off my cheese curds moments.
They're just too good to share. From the juiciest bites to the sweetest scoops.
We're all about bringing people together over delicious food.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Air conditioning stopped working? Tired of finding ways to stay cool? Don't sweat it. Give G&T Heating and Air Conditioning a call. They'll have you feeling cool as a cucumber without having to resort to, well, alternative methods.
Call G&T.
For the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Taste a sweet strawberry, a Jolivet strawberry. Stop by Jolivet Family Farms Market today for some fresh Jolivet's homegrown strawberries. Available 7 days a week in the market. Check for availability. Jolivet's also features a large selection of fresh vegetables and homegrown produce. There is no sweeter strawberry in the world than a Jolivet strawberry. Only at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Definitely a lot of rain for Wednesday. Looks like late morning to the evening hours probably the prime opportunity, but still low 80s further south. As you go further north, it's in the mid 60s because they'll see more steady clouds and steady precipitation. So a decent contrast. The wet conditions continue for Thursday. We finally dry out Friday. Kind of a warm weekend, but not as warm as we saw probably the last weekend.
Good, because that was
it's going to be enjoyable.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow.